FEU Tamaraw finally barged into the win column after a hard-fought win over the UE Red Warriors. Defending champion Ateneo, meanwhile, got the better of their rival De La Salle in their first meeting in UAAP Season 82. Tell us more about the UAAP Sunday doubleheader. We still have Jet Manuel, Danny Jose, and the voice of the UAAP, Mr. Gonzales. Okay, let's start with that chronological. Let's start with that FEU win. Wendelino Comboy, wow, career high game. This FEU team, they're always in the conversation for the Final Four.
Right.
What about this season's FEU team? They got their first win. Do they look like a Final Four team to you?
They're in a good position to be part of the Final Four. Lalo na knowing for the longest time, FEU is known to heavily rely on their guards. And their guards last weekend really showed up, really contributed, especially Wendelino Comboy, 6 out of 9. His shooting was really stellar that game, and he really proved that, you know, given his experience, he's the veteran, he showed his maturity, and, you know, everyone as well as other of his teammates followed.
I think FEU only missed 1 year the last 10 years, one Final Four trip in the last 10 years. So it says so much about, you know, the winning tradition nga of the school as the cliche goes. Ano? Talking about the guards, that's a 55-14 advantage last weekend, nung Sunday. Guard heavy, they've always had great guards. We all know the list of guards that they've had.
PBA now, yeah,
correct. So the 55-14, that was just too much. And then they killed UE with a 10-0 run in the fourth quarter, again instigated by the guards, Wendell and LJay, Gonzales. To your question, Miko, I think they're that team that's, if you just underestimate them, nandun sila. And if one of these highly favored teams slip down, FEU is going to be ready to take that spot. I think that's where they are.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think right now, like, para solid Final Four favorites sila. We have a lot of competitive teams right now. But, you know, with FEU, like you said, I think they're always going to be steady. I think they're going to go through this season close games. I don't think they're going to get blown out. I think they're going to, you know, well execute under Coach Olsen, knowing him. But the guards, you say, I was impressed with Comboy, but I was more impressed with LJ Gonzales. The way he played, 14 points, I think 8 rebounds and 8 assists, and I think 3 steals. Grabe yung confidence that Coach Olsen has in him, and he has in himself, because he was involving his teammates. I think he now took on that role on yung creator.
Yeah.
He's not there to score heavily. I think that's more of Comboy's role, to shoot, but he's gonna be around creating, and they were just a better team against UE.
Pagka Johnny A talaga, yung ibang obviously more explosive, but
You're getting me excited for RJ Barrientos for next year. When that kid joins. So that's going to be a crazy backcourt.
Combination.
UE has its challenges. They have their work cut out for them. I mean, you have a Ray Suerte, you have Alex Diakite, but ano ba yung kulang dito sa Red Warriors?
I guess it's more of their system. And in fact, now you mentioned may import sila. They have shooters, they have slashers, as well as Philip Manalon taking the lead of the team. But it's more of, you know, since they're a rebuilding team, they're trying to look for that chemistry, trying to look for that rhythm. And you know, it's still a long season to go, so it's too early to say na you just can't discount UE as early as now, kasi it can be anyone's ball game. And syempre, UE will try. In every game, everyone will improve, and you know, I think they're still very much intact.
I think I have that position to say na mahirap talaga pag bagong coach, bagong system coming into the season. So whatever talent you have is really difficult. So I think they're gonna have to use the season to figure out, you know, their identity as a team, the places they're going to, and I think makakasilat sila because they're a talented team. But you know,
tisod ng isa dalawang team na medyo matulog. You know what's working against them? They've improved, but everybody else has. That's the problem with UE right now.
Okay, you mentioned something about figuring out. Can someone now figure out this Ateneo team? La Salle tried. They were competitive for the first quarter. And then the second quarter
happened.
Wow. Second quarter happened.
21-1 yata yung run na yun.
I mean, what do you do against this Ateneo? How do you stop this Ateneo team?
I don't think it's a question.
If they can answer it, we probably can.
I don't think you can really figure out how to stop them. I think they were always the question. They're the barometer on how to beat a team like that. But if you notice, 30 didn't even play majority of the game.
Foul trouble
Because of
sa
foul
umaga,
trouble.
right.
So that, I think it speaks to the system talaga that Coach Tab has in place. And you can't really just beat a system na ganun lang. You need to have a solid 40-minute game. Which LaSalle, they show their talent. A lot of players and, the one and dones that we're talking about actually came out and introduced themselves. But to answer your question, LaSalle was a solid competitive game, but you need a solid team, a solid system. And if LaSalle, they have the talent, but they have to figure that out to beat Ateneo.
And another mentality that the Ateneo team kept pointing out was their next man up mentality. It was parang their culture kasi was more on hindi lang tayo magbabank on the first five. Kasi kahit ilipat mo pa yung second stringers natin, they'll have the same level of intensity, the same level of energy as the first five. So how can you, it's very difficult and at the same time very challenging for different teams on how to stop them kasi even the second stringer know their roles and they're really aware of who they are and their identity.
It's one of those cases, Miko, na things have to work in your favor. You have to play an excellent game. They have to go below their usual level, to have a chance to win. And but that's why games are played. You never know what can happen. Coach Tab made an excellent point in his post-game interview. There might be some issues in terms of personnel going forward. One or two injuries change
the entire
everything.
season. Yeah,
and even if there is that next man up mentality. With the kind of talent that you see all across the board, all these teams are so deep. You see NU, LaSalle, diba? Adamson, they're all so deep. One or two injuries might spell the difference, and that's what I guess Coach Tab is concerned about moving forward, health, because he knows the system is there.
Well, on the bright side, we have a candidate for Highlights King.
Dami!
Jaime Orme Malonzo, welcome to the UAAP, sir.
Grabe.
Yeah. Pero di ba, pinag-usapan natin yan last week. Unang araw pa lang, in the first quarter pa lang, di ba? Richie already came up, You're thinking about the dunk of the year already on the first day, and then in the third playing day, that's what happened.
I mean, that dunk by Jaime Orme Malonzo,
crazy.
how crazy was that dunk?
Okay, I got a little bit of an inside scoop from my brother. When Orme found out that Richie was, on all international social media,
He took it as a challenge.
He took it as he told, he came out saying, I'm gonna get a body. I'm gonna get a body this season. Yeah, so he was really coming into the mentality that he wants to show what he's got, and boy, did he show what he's got in that play. So, grabe yung ano niyan. Speechless. I was speechless myself.
What else can you say?
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Lumipad eh.
So far, that Richie Aliu and now Jaime Malonzo's dunk, they're battling for 1 and 2 so far.
So tama yung pinag-usapan
Dunk of the season. Okay. Thank you very much, Jet Manuel, the voice of the UAP, Boom Gonzales, and of course, Ms. Danica Jose. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Still ahead, the Cool Smashers just keep dominating the competition. We'll speak to our analysts about the PVL Open Conference when we return.